All right, so how's it going? An exciting game last night. Mets came up short 3-2 in a classic pitcher's duel. Um, Today, the big story is the return of Marcus Stroman. He gets the ball tonight versus Walker Buehler. And yeah, let's get after it.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
So stepping in, Errol Robinson. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Take a let's take a look at the lineups here. You can see they have Robinson leading off tonight. Seager batting second. Mookie Betts, he was the one with the big hit, 2 RBI double in yesterday's game, which ended up being the difference. He hits number 3. Bellinger, Peterson, Muncy, Smith, and Kiki Hernandez batting 8th. And his lineup for the Mets.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B. We've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Here's a little chopper up the middle.
Oh my God!
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Not a good start. Not a good start at all. I don't even want to see that replay.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Seager is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course,
look, he misjudged it, all right?
He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
No.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket. Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound.
6 pitches in, Stroman in some trouble.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. No balls and a strike to count. Runners are at first and third with none out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger.
Got the call there.
Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but
nice.
He blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle ranks.
So he sets him down swinging. Mookie Betts becomes the first out of the inning. So here's Cody Bellinger as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1 delivery. Runners are at first and third, one away. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball sent back.
Oh.
And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers. Throw won't get him.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout.
Dodgers on the board early.
Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Set. Here's the 0-1.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo in pursuit. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First offering on its way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Bellinger leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And it's fouled away. Bellinger's off and running. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
No, I didn't give him the number 0. That's his number for 2020.
From the stretch. Runner going a second time. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Yeah, not the best start.
We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1.
Down.
It's the Dodgers 2 and the Mets nothing. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
So coming to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is. to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
Ooh,
just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. He'll try it again, 3-2.
Oh,
back up
nice
the middle
hitting.
And in for a base hit.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. So here's Brandon Nimmo, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 2. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. Nobody out, runner on first.
God damn it.
Don't want to forget about it. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
I swear, stealing bases is like impossible.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
It's 99 miles an hour.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Betts is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Joe Hennig.
Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Mets nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Will Smith.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Yeah, that's right. 4 strikeouts last night. That was not a good night at the plate
Into
for
the
him.
windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Oh,
Man,
he's
they've
protected
really had
his
his
streak.
number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 21, Walker Buehler.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Walker Buehler. First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all. If that's what it was trying to be, it stayed high.
Smith, when he pinch hit last night.
In there, and it's even at 1.
Let me see. He walked. Oh wait. You're talking about Smith. Sorry. What am I talking about? You're talking about Will Smith, the catcher here. Yeah, he just struck out. So he's got 5 in a row.
The 1-1 home.
Nope, outside.
2 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
I hate this. Falling behind
He
the
really
pitcher.
needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
It's like, just get it over the plate.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
I'm gonna try.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. 3-1.
Finally got that low strike called. He tried 4 times in a row.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. First delivery to him on the way.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A runner at first with no outs here. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2-2.
Ugh.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Wilson Ramos will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit down the line at first.
That would have been a ball.
Foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Okay.
Ready now with the payoff pitch.
There we go.
And
There we go.
boy, that misses as well.
Nice at
it's
bat.
back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive.
Yeah,
if he gets
trying
2
to make him
strikes
work
against him,
for sure.
He'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Now it's Ramos, who's been a line drive base hit machine this year.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
Never had a hit
Little
against
traffic
Buehler.
on the base paths right here, but 1 pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
The 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off.
Oof, 98. Two strikes on him.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh,
and he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging.
Just locked.
He tried to check
It
his
just
swing,
locked me up.
but I'm pretty sure
Slider.
the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
It was right. It was right there. Hey Flobo, what's up? How were the batting cages today?
J.D. Davis the next to bat. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The 1-0.
Oh,
her
no.
up the middle.
Yeah!
And that'll get through into center field.
Get through! A run scores.
And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
I thought it was going to be a double play.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
Nice, nice. You're like a... You bat left-handed, right?
Neal will be the next to take a turn, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. The numbers on the year, 272. 10 home runs, 18 driven in. The 0-1 delivery. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Set and the 1-2 pitch. Looked at for ball number 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Next up from New York, Marcus Stroman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Oh, no.
Pickoff move to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We've played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Mets 1.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. Coming into the day, they ranked first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi.
Robinson.
Pitch on the way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Here's Corey Seager as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Mookie Betts as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Oh, shit.
And a ball carrying well to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two runs on the board after the home run by Mookie Betts. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Dodgers move out in front now, 4-1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Yeah. Hanging slider. No good.
Up next,
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-1 home.
We got 3-2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I have to start thinking about the relief.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now that the center fielder, Josh Peterson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder Peterson, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now the 2-1. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Another full count pitch home.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 4-1 LA. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Rosario.
Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Yeah, all right.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Before the payoff pitch, he'll look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. A runner at first with no outs here. Line.
Hey, that's a gapper.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to
I
start
messed
the
up.
inning.
He was supposed to
The
score.
good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield.
I sent him
Sometimes
home,
that's the
and then
bad
I
news
undid
as
it.
well, though, because
My
there's
mistake.
a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
It's all right. I'll knock them both in here.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
Yeah!
And that's in there. Base hit. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So here's Pete Alonso.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
It's a roller coaster ride, yeah.
Good.
Oh shit.
0-2 now.
Oh shit.
Real
I need to settle down here.
swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting
Step
for
out
a
of the box.
strikeout, knowing you have this guy
Stop
way
looking
off
silly.
balance.
That was like worst pitch of the inning. Okay, okay. Refocus.
And a slider.
Oh, my
got a
God.
favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1, no play.
It's Nimmo on third, Cespedes on first.
Now the 1-0. On the ground to the right
That's
side.
going to score a run.
That is into right field, a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Hero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak.
Now it's Ramos. He struck out his last time up.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
And a first pitch.
Skied.
He hits a fly ball to left center.
Nah,
Peterson
fly
has
out.
a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
He's set. The 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Ready with the 1-2.
Swing and a miss, a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 3 innings complete. The Dodgers lead it 4-3. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy.
Max.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
0-1. Here it comes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And he misses again, ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate.
Can't
I
get
know
that
it's
changeup
3-1 in
over
this
for a
situation
strike
right here, but
for
I
some
can't
reason.
imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the
Waka starts throwing in the pen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
I can't believe it.
Cespedes is there.
He didn't
One
strike
away.
out. It's the first time he hasn't struck out in this series.
Now batting, the third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Next for the Dodgers, Kike Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
To the plate now, Walker Buehler. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. McNeil's got it for 1. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Errol Robinson. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Oh.
And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Popped him up.
All right.
Rosario is there for it. And that's the third out. Dodgers strand a couple, and it remains a 4-3 game. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Leading up for the Mets,
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
the second baseman, number 6.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. High pop up. Smith is under it. He's got it one away.
The pitcher, 0-0, Marcus Stroman.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Marcus Stroman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Ball 1. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 1-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike
yeah, right.
to a guy
He's
that
been
you know won't
talking
swing
to
back.
Heidi a lot.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score holds at 4-3. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. On its way is pitch number 75. The windup and the 0-1. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
I think he kind of trained a hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
So now to the plate, Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Oh no.
Good slider there, gets a
That's
swing
a
and
mistake.
miss.
I threw him a hanging slider again.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Line to the right side.
Ah, damn.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit.
And that's hitting one-on-one right there, guys. The only
Mookie's
way
got
you're
my
able
number.
to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Down low, and the plot thickens here.
Oh,
3
boy.
and
Oh, it's not looking good.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So first and second with 1 man gone. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
The ball and 2 strikes.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Ready once again, Max Muncy. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. In there, 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. 1-2 now.
1-2.
One and 2. Here it is. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's the payoff pitch. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Riding in once again, Brandon Nimmo. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. A 1-0 delivery. pulled high in the air out to right field. Bellinger is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
The left fielder, number 52, Joe Hennig.
Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base. Now the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately. Pitch is popped up. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Keith.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First delivery to him on the way. Now a
that's it.
ball
Well,
is crushed straight away center field.
Tie game.
And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 19th home run for him on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And right into the shift. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. So a full count now. Wilson Ramos would be next. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Hits are even at 7 apiece. He struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Through 5 innings, all even now at 4 apiece. Top half of the 6th
I should
about
probably
to get
take
started,
him out.
and next to hit is the catcher.
But this guy Smith keeps striking out, so I'm gonna try and face him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. Davis brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Into the box, Kike Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Ball one.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Chris Taylor will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Comes in here right at 260. 8 home runs and 22 RBIs. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Right fielder coming on. Around first, digging for 2. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 to him now.
Oh, boy.
4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Here's Corey Seager. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to...
I gotta take him out of the game. I know this is crazy I kept him in this long, but yeah, well.
Justin Wilson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Justin Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit softly down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Dodgers strand a couple. Through 5.5, we're tied at 4. Jimmy Nelson will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right.
Super late on that.
Is under this one. 1 gone.
Actually, it doesn't say I was late, but felt like it.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Stepping in, J.D. Davis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Hit hard. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2.
We're at the count 2-2.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or 2.
And he held it in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there
right there, man.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's ball 2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And now a pitch on the way.
3-2.
He loses him on ball 4.
It's Dom Smith time.
Dominic Smith will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Dominic Smith.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two out with the man at first. Chopper foul. starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Smith, just 24 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Hit sharply on the
Hey, that's a
ground to the
base
left,
hit.
and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
The set and the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Now a check swing.
Oh!
It's in there for strike 3 anyway. And the Brad Brock is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Now in the box, Mookie Betts. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
0-1 count and the pitch.
21.
Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good
nice
to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. And he fouls this one off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground left side. Davis has got it. Throw on to first will get him. Score it 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So striding in, Jock Peterson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, I chose Brock for this inning because of the cutter and the fact that I was facing a couple of left-handed batters. In fact, I'm going to go for the cutter right now.
The 0-2 once more.
Yeah!
Swung on and missed, strike 3. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied at 4. Last half of the 7th here, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First pitch coming, here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And that one right down Main Street. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Let's get Lugo warming up.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hit high and
hey, that's a drive. Gapper.
Back goes Peterson, and this will kick off the base of the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Good speed on second base.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Into center
That's the
field,
center base hit.
For a base hit.
Nimmo rounds third. He scores. The
home.
Mets take the lead.
Run
5-4.
scores from second. It's a 5-4 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box.
Very clutch.
Stepping in now, Pete Alonso. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Baez misses
Ball
here for
4.
ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Pedro Baez comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with
Baez
nobody out.
0-2, 4.78, 30 strikeouts in 26.1 innings.
Michael Conforto will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here.
Baez a 3-pitch pitcher, a fastball, a changeup, and a slider.
There's a look, now the pitch.
Ooh.
Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander.
God, that was close.
Now the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Peterson. He makes
Tagging
the
up.
catch, and the runner from second will tag
Oh,
and
no.
hit for third.
Oh,
And
okay.
he'll get
I
into
thought he was
third
going
here
out.
on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Digging in to try it again, Wilson Ramos. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit high and
That's
deep. out to
high,
left field.
deep, left field.
And this ball is gone.
Gone!
No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And they double him up. It's 8-4.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Woo!
The batter, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Into the box now, J.D. Davis, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit hard to third. Scooped up. And there are 2 away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So here's Jeff McNeil. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder.
Ah, got it.
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers 4. Next up is...
All right. Yeah.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Betances will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jed Lowry will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 4, Jed Lowry.
First offering on its way. For the current campaign, Muncy is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just...
Whoa, what a snag.
Glove, and that's a tough first out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Alonso lays out. He's out number 1.
Stepping into the box, Will Smith. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now the 3-2 pitch.
Oh,
There's
God.
ball 4.
Can't believe I walked that guy.
Striding into the box, Kike Hernandez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
A.J. Pollock will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For Los Angeles, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Fouled away. Batting average down in the low 210s. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And that's the third out. One left for LA. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Scott Alexander is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 75, Scott Alexander.
All right. Got out of it.
Standing in, Jed Lowry. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Here's your favorite Mets player. Came in on the double switch.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
And Flobo, if you're not familiar, I'm sure you've seen my dad ranting. He's always saying, you got to get rid of Lowry.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Set to deal on 2-2.
Yeah, the pinch hitter that they put in last inning, he was at 215, I think. Yeah.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch, grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Peterson is right there, one down.
The center fielder, number 9.
I'm going to take out Nimmo and put in Marisnik.
Trying to pick Jake Marisnik. He'll be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Marisnik.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. They'll come in here at 259. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Now the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. This is flared out towards second.
Oh, they threw it away.
Right of the bag and right by him. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
I thought about advancing there, but
kind of unforgivable
I hesitated too much. I would have been thrown out.
He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play. And
went back.
I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him.
So the Mets get a gift there.
Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A ball and a strike.
Damn.
Line drive.
Whoa. Oh, right at him.
Right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well,
really
he hit
smacked
that
that
ball
one
pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He went deep back in the fifth.
Alonso looking to do some more damage.
Asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Two men are on with
Lowry on second, Marisnik on first. Average speed for Lowry, above average for Marisnik.
And it's quickly 0-2. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And
you gotta
three
be kidding me.
As he says, you gotta be kidding me with
That's
the
exactly what I
side
said.
retired. 2 left for the Mets. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Jake Marisnik stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field.
Now playing center field, number 16.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Errol Robinson. He'll lead things off again.
Okay, I'm gonna keep what's his name? Betances in here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
A 1 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. A reminder that coming up after the ball game tonight, we'll have full highlights of the game exclusively right here on the show. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Seager. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, come on.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. The 2-1.
Oh, jeez.
1 out, nobody on. The 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he fouls this one off.
He helped me out there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard on the ground, short, and into left field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
So now
I
it's
gotta be
Mookie
honest
Betts.
with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And he gets him to
There you
pop
go.
it up on the right side of the infield. Alonso is under it. 2 gone.
Now back to right field, Cody Bellinger.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take
ridiculous.
you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single.
Here's a fly
No.
ball, well hit. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now an 8-7 ball game.
The first baseman, Max.
Seth Lugo gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out
I
to
am
finish this thing off.
absolutely stunned.
Seth Lugo.
You know, I was trying to get his ERA down, put him in a I'm speechless, honestly. Put him in a non-save situation. I shouldn't have put him out there for 2 innings. He doesn't have the stamina for it.
To the plate now, Max Muncy. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball
Yeah,
one.
I don't even want to know what his ERA is.
3 at-bats to this point.
I got it down under 5, and now I blew it up again.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Marisnik is under it.
And put it in the
Makes
books.
catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money. so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
Glad that I won, but I'm just so upset that I gave up that home run.
New York jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Brad Brock gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Oh, man.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 8 runs on 11 hits.
I need to focus on the positive and focus on what's important, which is that I won. But
for the Dodgers, 7 runs.
I am really upset that I gave up that home run there. So stupid.
4 hours and 17 minutes.
Let's do the highlights here.
We remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, it's the first inning. Yeah, that's when Stroman was getting knocked around. It's just a sequence of hits. It's all a blur. But then I remember Betts, yep, his 2-run home run in the 3rd. I figured at this point, well, yeah, I'm probably going to lose this one. But yeah, it's something to be positive about. This is a come from behind win. Cespedes with a clutch line drive there. Peterson wasn't able to handle it. It's a base hit. He scores a run. And Conforto, base hit and an RBI. Made the game 4-3. And then Alonso tied up the game in the 5th. And that was a long home run, 425 feet. Okay, Conforto was struck out there. I guess I don't really remember the significance of that. I think I had a rally going, yeah. And Cespedes with another line drive to center, base hit. That's how the Mets took the lead, 5-4 in the 7th. And then Ramos with the 3-run home run, and thank God he did that. Because the Dodgers weren't finished. Dylan Betances made sure of that. There it is. Oof, just off the upper deck. So it ends with the fly out to center field. So 11 hits for the Mets, 11 hits for the Dodgers. Cespedes had 2 hits and 2 RBI. Good day at the plate for him. Alonso walked twice. 3 RBI for Ramos. Home run. How many times did I walk today? 5. Okay. I'm afraid to look. I'm about to see the ERA. So Stroman's hasn't changed that much because he had that one start earlier in the season, and he kind of got knocked around, and then he got hurt. So his ERA was 6-something, and then today he got hit around a little bit. He wasn't great, so his ERA stays around there. Wilson just gets the 1 out. Brock was the star of the Mets relief pitching tonight. He deserved the win. Oh, boy. Oh. No comment. Lugo gets the save because he was the only one that was warmed up. The Dodgers, the first 4 in the lineup, had a multi-hit game. And Nelson gets the loss. He goes to 2-1. It was Baez that gave up that home run to Ramos. I can't believe it. So the struggle continues to lower Betances' ERA. New strategy for him, which is I'm going to put him in meaningless games, or I'm going to put him in games with wide leads, and once he gets even one base runner, I'm going to yank him so that something like this doesn't happen again. I got cocky. I figured, just one more out, or a couple more outs, he'll get him. It's the Fireflies, yeah, just demote him. So, let's advance the day. Lefty matchup tomorrow.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 8-7. The Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field, 5-2.
They played the Mariners.
The Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 5-4. The Marlins launched 3 home runs as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 6-5.
2-8 in their last 10.
The Reds picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field, 6-3.
Reds beat the Cubs.
The Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos, 8-3.
Last place Cardinals.
The Tigers snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got a road win against Arizona, 2-0.
Yes.
The Rockies put together 10 total hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 4-2. The Tampa Bay Rays sent 3 balls into the seats as they stomped the Brewers 9-2. The Toronto Blue Jays got 11 hits overall as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-3. The White Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 7-6.
White Sox beat
Hunter
the
Dozier
Twins.
launched 2 home runs and
come
added
within
5
1 game of
RBIs
first
to his total as
place.
the Royals got the victory over the Indians 7-4. The
Royals
New York
beat the
Yankees
Indians.
hit 3 long balls as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 7-6. The Oakland
Yankees
Athletics combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 6-2. The Boston Red Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 7-3.
Well, those
The
Red
win
Sox
was their
are a good
6th straight
team.
as a team.
6 in a row.
And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
You would think, but no. Tomorrow is a night game. Why is that? Maybe that's nationally televised because that does kind of buck the trend of Sunday games, does it not? So we're gonna say tomorrow's game is nationally televised on Fox Sports, just like Game 1. And, yeah, so it'll be 7 p.m. tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, so, hey, they won. That's what's important. The struggle continues to salvage. Oh, Fox is Saturday, 1 to 7 p.m. So who's on Sunday? ESPN, huh? Okay. Yeah. Damn, I appreciate that you know this stuff. I don't. Okay, so it's ESPN. I'll find that music. And, yeah, so, yeah, we'll get them tomorrow and try and win the series. And I think I'll give Betances a day off. I think he earned it. Have a good one.